Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch here. We're back for another little Pokemon analysis. What these Pokemon do in the historical context of their metagames. This time around, we're going over another top tier Pokemon. I know we touched on Clefable and Landorus T and SS and Black White respectively yesterday. Today, we're hitting on Magearna and SM overused. Magearna is one of the best Pokemon in SM overused, if not the best. It really depends on who you ask, but no doubt it's top three in my mind. And here is why. First and foremost, one thing about it is versatility. And a lot of the Pokemon that we're talking about right now, versatile monsters, but Magearna doesn't have versatility within one set, or versatility, um, like say, within multiple sets. Just it could do everything. You want it to sweep? Sure. You want it to be a special wall? Sure. It could even be a physical thing. You want it to be like a bulky win condition? Yep. You want it to be an offensive, all out win condition? Oh yeah. Sure. Okay. I don't know. You going out? You want it to be an assault vest pivot? Yeah. You name it, it can do it. It could even check other sweepers with this set. So yeah, let's look at all these sets. All right. We got AV. We got the pivot, pain split, hair swap set. We got offensive three attack shift gear. We got Calm Mind plus Pain Split. We got Calm Mind plus shift gear with a berry. We got shift gear Calm Mind. You name it. You know, Z move. Hell yeah. And Z move is honestly, Magearna is one of the best Z moves used of all time. And that's a real big thing that plays to its versatility as well. So that's cool. But anyway, what also makes it real cool is let's look at the metagame. Alakazam Mega, you check that shit. Clefable, you take advantage of it. Mega Dance, you start to check this as well. Greninja, you could check with offensive sets. The offensive sets with your defensive sets. I mean, yeah. Keep going. Trim Black, yeah, you're a nice check to it. Megalodios, hell yeah, you take advantage of it potentially. Mega Mawile, it's not Fire Fang, yup. Mega Sableye, you take advantage of Rotom W, you can set up on, pivot into. Superior, yeah. Any grass type, yup. Finny, Lele, Tornadoes T, all these things. Tax, you can take advantage of potentially, or it can take advantage of you, it really depends. The point is that Magearna has such a fundamental place in the metagame, not only defensively, as it can check things naturally, but also offensively. It just makes it such a great fit on both the offense and balance teams a lot of the time. Magearna is one of the best Pokemon in SMOU because of this, and also just so much it can do. If you need something to check, things like Reuniclus and Calm Mind Clefable, and Alakazam, and Pivot Around, and other random setup, you can go for Pan Split Heart Stuff. If you need something on bulky offense to pivot in to special attackers like Zam, Lele, um, Tornadus, Greninja. Hell yeah, you come in once or twice, you pivot around, you do some nice damage. Iron Head helps you beat Clef, you name it. Hell yeah. Um, you need something to win con? Yeah, million and one win con sets, some even bulkier. Okay. Now that I've kind of debriefed a little bit, opened it up, kind of said all these things, let's get through these set by set. So, first set, and probably my most used set, because he's a lot of balance, is this kind of pivot set with leftovers, Pinion Split, Hard Swap, Flash Cannon, Flare Cannon, and Volt Switch. You can run it with Ice Beam, especially if you want to run Shelter Berry. That actually makes it a makeshift check to a couple things on bulky offense as well. But I prefer this, it's the most consistent. Physical defense EVs allow you to live Mega Medicham High Jump Kick, pump out special defense on top of that to help check Mega Alakazam, help check Tapu Lele, especially if it's not using Psyshock, because sometimes it specs Psyshocks you for a nice 35%. That's nice. Lets you soft check any Greninja stat as well. Reuniclus, you let it boost up a couple times in your hard swap. You can switch into non-spec Keldeo. You can need a +3 non-Z for Manaphy. You do nicely against Superior if it's not Subseed. Coco, you can take two Thunderbolts if it's not Specs or Z. Zapdos, you can pivot in and out of. Even level +1 hit from Volcarona if you really need to for whatever reason, but it's just going to set up on you anyway, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you beat Finny. Pivot around Run W if you need to. Live any one hit from Mawile and any two hits from it if it's not Fire Fang, as I said before. Yeah, and check Mega Diancie. Yeah, so it's a great pivot, and it's particularly great for Calm Mind Tapu Lele, Calm Mind Reuniclus, Calm Mind Clefable. And I mean, if something's a boost off a fuck ton, you could kind of force it away. So that's really cool too. It's a great set. Admittedly, it can be used with some minus speed IVs. My set doesn't have that, but yeah. And in general, it's just real nice. Great pivot, really good metagame Pokemon. That's something to keep in mind. Assault Vest, back in the days, this was far more common than that set, but now it's kind of split. You see this one bulky offensive teams that have the pressure. Oh, yeah, this is also really good for Combine Megalodios. I don't know why I didn't mention it before. But yeah, on teams that don't mind having to muscle through Megalodios, Ryu, Nicholas, Clefable, even Combine Double then you can run this set. You can even drop Iron Head if you're good against Clef and Double as well with Calm Mind, just because then you don't need that. Then Thompson, you see Ice Beam to Gliscor, and Landorus T, or you could see Focus Blast for Etran. You could see Energy Ball for Gastrodon. You could see even Flash Cannon for doing damage to Clefable. That's not combined, but just maximize damage output. I've even used Hidden Power Ground with Magnezone before. Hidden Power Ground Ice Beam, which is cool. I mean, there's a ton of versatility. Just look through the move pool. I mean, yeah. And also in this set, you can see Thunderwave as well on the prior one. Yeah, I mean, you see, it's got all these moves. Or Theory could run. It's not great though. I mean, you could run Explosion for Volcarona. It's really cool. You plus one, you just boom in his face. And then if it's not dying, if it's some HP, it could die. If it doesn't, then you can just kill it with any priority move like Water Stricken from Ashka Ninja. So yeah, I mean, Ice Beam, Iron Head, as we see before. Shadow Ball, I don't really ever see. I guess it's okay for Drachi though. You run Thunderbolts, trying to do more damage to pack, so I'm gonna switch out. Yeah, and then all these moves, I don't really see any of those to be honest. But yeah, no, it's dope. You can run a whole sort of things. Assault Vest is an OG Pokemon in SMOU, and it's definitely still got a nice niche on both the offensive teams for sure, generating momentum and whatnot. And then you get into the whole sweeping array of sets. There are tons of ones. So I'm going to kind of break this down. The first type of set you see is Shift Gear plus 3 attacks with a Z move. This set, or this set with Z on Electric, is kind of one of the more common variants of it. Z Focus Blast is great. You don't mind accuracy, and you also need steel types like Heatran and Ferrothorn in a pinch, as they could be annoying. Heatran with fire moves, Ferro with leech, especially if paired with Protect. Also gives you nice damage against opposing offensive Magearna. And a whole slew of things you kill Tyranitar in one hit if it's not Assault Vest. Oh yeah, Extra Drill, you pick that in a switch and it's great. You name it. Kill opening in one hit without Flare Cannon. Yeah. Um, yeah, so it hits a ton of steel types and some dark types as well. Not a Flare Cannon, and then Bolt Beam coverage is great. It gives you all the neutral, super effective on bulky waters, and you kill ground types off with Ice Beam, grass types off with Ice Beam, which is great. So this is kind of like a classic set. Of course, you also see Combine Bolt Beam with Electrium Z and just no Focus Blast. And another variant of the Combine plus Shift Gear, though, is Flare Cannon plus Focus Blast, which is basically like, okay, this is great if I don't face Toxic Specs or especially defensive Celesteela, then this is going to go ham for sure. But if you face one of those, it's not as great. So it's kind of like paired with things like Mega Alakazam and Spike's Lure Greninja or Gliscor on bulkier variants or Nicholas on bulkier variants. You pair it with that, and then you kind of like a conditional core where if you're facing Toxics and those things do pretty well, take advantage of it. And if you're not, then this as well. And if it's not haste packs, you gotta want to want it anyway, though. That's true. But if you face Celesteela or Jirachi, this can kind of be boned as well. Although Jirachi kind of bones any variant. Celesteela, you need Thunderbolt for. So yeah, it really depends. But this is also a classic set. So a ton of usage in 2017 and 2018. But yeah, and you can run Bolt Beam, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt with Z. Over this with Shift Gear plus Comment as well. And speaking of Calm Mind variants, you can also run those same moves or Flare Cannon plus Focus Blast, or even Hidden Power Fire on screens for Scizor, because Scizor tends to bone a bunch of physical setup. And also bones most Shift Gear Magearna Dart, like Calm Mind boosted a ton. You run it with Wiki Berry or Pinch Berry basically, she's done a 25%, and heals you all the way up. So if you're taking things like residual damage from Leech Seed or Burn from Apex or Burn from Rodent W, or just repeated hits like from Tapu Lele, Tornadus T, or Greninja, whatever it might be. Or it's like trying to water stricken you, like the first two like bring you low, and then it brings you back up with the Freaky Berry, it can be really clutch. So that's cool. And last but not least, we also have Calm Mind plus Pain Split, kind of like a Stallbreaker, it fucks with Chansey, and with Flare Cannon Z, it fucks with unaware Pokemon, it nukes Quagsire. Clefable, you could kind of beat eventually, although you're kind of limited to PP if it's Calm Mind with unaware, like my stall team that actually deals with it really well. And Aggron checks it. These can run a more physically defensive spread, but you can run modest, or you can run even especially defensive for Alakazam and Lele and Tornadus Sea check and nose. I mean, there's so much flexibility within the moves and the spread. You don't even need Thunderbolt. It's mainly there for Pex and Celesteela. You can go with a whole assortment of things. You can go Focus Blast, you don't mind missing, or even Z Fight, and then running Ice Beam as the last move. You don't mind being well by Pex. And you could even go Bolt Beam on this with Z as well, or you could even go Leftovers on this, or a berry like Shuka Berry if you got Ice Beam, or Aqua Berry if you got Focus Blast Free Tran. So yeah, it goes on and on and on. Just the fact of the matter is that Magearna is unlike anything else. And oh yeah, the ability Soul Heart basically lets it snowball like a bitch. Once it's just boosted and gets a kill, forget about it. You are not taking this shit out unless you got some real specific countermeasures. So yeah, Magearna is a great Pokemon. Offers all these very unique assortment of offensive and defensive um, sets and moves and combinations that make it very hard to keep in check or counter. Besides a specific number of Pokemon, a lot of people argue that Magearna was broken. It never really got banned, but I wouldn't be shocked if it got suspected if we did SM all over again. Honestly, never. That's surely hypothetical, of course. But yeah, one of the best Pokemon. This video is pretty brief, but what Magearna does is kind of common knowledge, common sense. But I figured I'd go into depth. Unfortunately, there's not as much inbuilt versatility and in-depth explanations I could do with Tyranitar because introductive sets are all kind of proven, whereas Tyranitar kind of has infinite possibilities. It literally does have more finite possibilities as from here now, especially it's all tried and true and whatnot. But it's still great, and I hope you guys try it out if you haven't already. And if you love these videos on historical metagames and kind of going into what these Pokemon do in the context of metagames, check these out. Check my other videos out, and definitely check my future videos out. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe, leave stuff in the comments. All right, guys. Good night. It's Finch. Hope you enjoyed these videos today. Peace.